Minnesota's Department of Public Safety is trying to improve relationships between police and local communities. Wednesday, it hosted a listening session in Maple Grove. Reporter Pafua Yang was there and joins us now with more. Pafua?
Delaying the Department of Public Safety is making 10 stops around the state asking citizens about character traits they want to see in police officers.
I mean, when you think about it, there's 5.6 million people in Minnesota. There's only 11,000 police officers. So if people didn't trust those police officers to do their jobs, then we would have chaos in our society.
Authorities say they want to ensure their values align with community values. Information gathered from these conversations will help guide law enforcement in the recruitment and hiring of officers, agents, and state troopers.
Well, this isn't a typical report. Really what we'll do with this, we'll gather all the information, we'll publish the report, and then a year later we'll bring back the people that were hired as a result of what the community said.
Participants will also get a chance to meet employees that were hired through this process. For a full list of where information sessions will be, you can go on our website at ccxmedia.org.
All right, thanks, Pafua. Plymouth police are warning people to lock their doors after 7 recent burglaries. They say a majority of the burglaries are from opened or unlocked doors, including garage doors left open. However, last Thursday, a forced entry burglary happened at a home near County Road 9 and Northwest Boulevard. The homeowner was asleep at the time and was not hurt. She didn't want to talk on camera, but told us the burglar got in by breaking a patio window. Police offered this advice to homeowners.
The best is not to approach the person because you just never know if they're going to be armed or if you're going to startle them into taking some type of an assault against you. So again, the best you can do is, find a safe place and call 911.
The homeowner says the thieves took 2 purses and then used credit cards at the Walmart in Maple Grove. The deadline for local candidates to file for office has passed. There are city council and school board races on the ballot this fall. One city with contested races is Golden Valley. That city has a race for mayor. Incumbent Shep Harris will have a challenger in current city council member Steve Schmidgall. Harris is vying for a 3rd term. Schmidgall has served on the city council since 2012. There are also 2 Golden Valley city council seats up for election. Incumbent Joni Clausen is running for a 3rd term. 3 other candidates are also running. Maurice Harris, a former chair of the city's Human Rights Commission, Andy Johnson, a Golden Valley Planning Commission member, and Kimberly Sandberg, a member of the city's Open Space and Recreation Commission and a founding organizer of the city's Pride Festival. Absentee voting begins September 20th at Golden Valley City Hall. Golden Valley became home to Minnesota's first outdoor fitness challenge course 2 years ago at Schaper Park. It's also where a new play structure for children of all abilities is located. Now, 2 years later, there's an issue with the slides at Schaper Park. City officials want to switch the current plastic slide for a stainless steel option. Studies show plastic slides can zap hearing implants. Although no one has reported issues with the current slides, the city wants to make sure everyone can enjoy the park.
We're working to create this park to be a very all-inclusive, all-accessible, sort of barrier-free, and that popped up as a potential issue.
Burno doesn't anticipate the stainless steel slide will burn anyone during hot weather. The new slide will be installed in the fall. For the game of golf to thrive, it's important to get children involved, but sometimes those big courses can be intimidating. In this week's edition of What I Learned at Summer Camp, I learned how Top Golf in Brooklyn Center is helping kids develop a love of the sport.
Yeah, man!
The game of golf can sometimes be frustrating, especially when you're not trained on the proper technique to swing your club.
The correct way is a little bit unnatural, so it is something you want to learn.
Scott Erickson is taking on the monumental task
So let's start with your feet together.
of teaching kids the mechanics of the sport
That's what I'm talking about, my man.
during Top Golf's Summer Academy.
Basically, a lot of the kids, it's their first time touching a club when they get here on Monday. So by the time Friday rolls around, I start to see a little bit of progress. It's pretty fun.
Every week, a new batch of children make their way to this entertainment venue in Brooklyn Center for 3 hours of instruction 5 days a week.
There you go, good one.
7-year-old Maya Peterson is one of the camp participants.
Because I want to be a golfer when I grow up.
In order for the game to thrive,
Good one, Evie. Let's see another good swing.
it's incumbent for kids to develop a love of the game.
So I kept my feet on the ground. I didn't take a big swing, all right?
Erickson is doing his best to make that happen.
And it's nice to start with lessons so you learn the right way instead of developing years of bad habits in yourself before you take a lesson. Thumbs down the grip.
But they can't fall in love with golf if they don't learn the fundamentals. So over the course of the week,
So want to stay down? Hang on, come on over here.
the kids work on a variety of skills, from launching the balls into the stratosphere to putting.
Oh yeah, we learned the short game. We got the short targets here. The red targets are very close to us, so we spent a lot of time trying to drill them into the red target. That's the one right in front of us.
The goal is that by the end of the 5-day camp, the kids will feel comfortable enough to join their families at a golf course for the real thing.
Because it's cool and it's fun.
Good one, Luke.
Erickson is happy to do his part to make sure the rest of the kids feel the same way.
Well, this is the time you get them in. If you start them early, they grow up, they fall in love with it early, and they play it the rest of their lives.
Such a good spot.
Topgolf Summer Academy is $200 per child and runs through next week. There are still spots open for the final week of camp, which begins on August 19th.
The countdown is on for the start of the prep football season. Each day leading up to the season openers will feature a local team preview. Here's Jay Wilcox with our first training camp report from Cooper.
Cooper is going against the trend in one area. The numbers out for football are growing. They needed to order more helmets.
It's been amazing. We've had a lot of numbers from the past couple of years. There's a lot more guys coming out. We're becoming more popular.
Coach Child do a good job building up the program. We actually got a nice program. Then kids that go to RMS, PMS, they always want to come to the games. They like what they see out here on Friday nights.
The Hawks will have some new faces in the lineup, particularly on offense. But it's a group with plenty of promise, so the guys feel good about it.
Yeah, I do, because we learned from the people that graduated. So everything that they did, they done rubbed off on us.
Young, but full of energy, speed explosion, had a great summer workout, and so by having 130, 140 kids coming to a voluntary summer workout program, I mean, it gives you some excitement.
3 starting offensive linemen return, including Jabari Walker. Wide receiver Cornelius Wooten is the lone starting skill position player back. Joe Russell takes over at quarterback. On the defense, 6 starters are back, and former Vikings linebacker Ed McDaniel joins the staff. And a new scoreboard complete with video is a welcome addition.
Oh, we love it. I mean, it's even nicer than a couple of colleges I've been to. It's amazing.
Cooper's fallen just short of the state playoffs the past 2 seasons. They're hoping to change that this fall. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
The Hawks were 8-2 last fall. Willie Howard begins his 10th season. 10 starters return in all. Cooper hosts Waconia Thursday, August 29th, in a game you'll see on CCX. Over the past several weeks, we've looked at just some of the local golf courses here in the northwest suburbs. In this summer series finale, we travel to an Executive 9 layout in Plymouth. We're with Brian Pabst of Eagle Lake Youth Golf Center in Plymouth for this week's Ace in the Hole. And Brian, it's a golf course that has a lot to offer, the golf center here, and not just for youth, right?
Yeah, we have a lot of adults. We have a big group of seniors that play Eagle Lake on a regular basis, and it's good for beginners, a lot of new golfers, but also people looking to get a quick 9 in. It only takes an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes for 9 holes. We also have miniature golf course, pitch and putt course, and that course and the driving range are lighted.
We're on your 9 here and on the 5th hole. It's one of the par 4s. What can you tell me about this one?
Well, our first tee program has 9 core values. This hole is the judgment hole, so you got to use your judgment off the tee. If you feel comfortable that you can carry the ball from this tee box, 220 yards, I'd suggest hit that club over the bunker. Down the hill, you'll have a short pitch shot to the green and hopefully a chance for birdie. If not, maybe choose a club that's about a 200-yard club, lay short of the bunker, you get a more level lie. It has a natural funnel in the middle of the hole.
Regardless if you've tried to carry the bunker here on the right side off your tee shot, you're going to be faced often with a downhill lie, your ball on the slope headed toward the green, which is a little bit of a challenge, right?
Yeah, anytime you're on a downslope, you usually want to level your shoulders with the slope. So level your shoulders, maybe play the ball back in your stance so you catch it a little bit more clean. This shot requires a little less club. It's downhill. You might hit one less club than you normally would. Well, this green has a pretty good slope from the back to the front, so if you're putting uphill, make sure you give it a wrap. There's a lot of break in the green, so make sure you do a good job reading the green, making sure you watch your playing partners if they have a longer putt than you. Give your best shot. It's pretty big, so make sure you aim at the hole. You're hopefully hitting a wedge in, so get it close, get that chance for a birdie.
Brian, thanks for taking time with us here at number 5 at Eagle Lake.
Oh, we appreciate you guys coming out here. Thank you.
Thank you. For more information, go through the Three Rivers Park District website or call them at 763-694-7695.